Boxing King, media in association with boxer Frank Smith. The night's over. Lee Wood, another world champion in matchroom. In fact, Laura was a matchroom fighter anyway, but how ecstatic are you the fact that Lee made it look so easy?
Yeah, delighted for him. I think they said in the press conference afterwards, a lot of people doubted him and thought, was this the right move for him to go straight back into the rematch? But he wanted it from straight after that. That night in February, he wanted to go straight back in there and get that win. He knew he could do it. He knew he could deliver, and we should be so proud of him. 2-time champion of the world.
Yourself, Eddie, pretty much everyone online had Lara being a massive favourite. Most people thought, especially after the weight increase, that he'd stop Lee in a couple of rounds. So are you shocked at how easy he made it look?
I think, look, you only have to look at the first fight and how he was ahead on the scorecards and what he was doing in that fight. He got caught with a big shot. But that danger was always there for 12 rounds of this fight as well. Maybe a bit more risk with the extra weight as well. But he knew what he needed to do, and it was just a case of keeping that game plan going, but for longer this time round. And he proved a lot of people wrong.
Just for you guys as a business, how much of a risk was it with regards to letting the fight carry on? Because I saw people online suggesting that if something happens to Lee Wood, you guys are going to be held to question for the fact that you allowed somebody fighting with a 4-pound weight advantage.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of things that we go through when these situations arise. It's not the first time it's happened in the sport. It won't be the last time it happens. The safety of the fighters will always be paramount. That will never change. And I think we were probably the first group of people to say maybe we should think about this, but we put things in place. Lee and Ben were very comfortable with the situation, and that's always the key. And that's why fighters have people around them who know what they're doing, because you need people who understand the sport and have been in it for a long time to make the right decisions there. So, we were comfortable with the situation and what had been put in place. Obviously, look, not ideal, but it happens in this sport. There's been bigger weight discrepancies in the past, is the reality as well. But we were happy with what was put in place and the situation from there.
There's a lot of nosy people online that will be wondering how many zeros were on that financial penalty. Able to give us any idea?
No. But that's also something between the fighters as well, really. It's not something that we take from. It's between the fighters, and they come to an arrangement. And also, as Lee said, sorry, not Lee, Ben said earlier, that they agreed with the team to monitor the weight as well. There wasn't a set penalty or a set weight. It was more a case of him being able to say, actually, I feel comfortable with this, and that was all part of the decision that was made as well.
I think amongst Lee's performance, everyone's forgot about Jack Catterall's amazing performance tonight as well. He showed unbelievable skills, and Darragh Foley showed what a hard, tough bastard he is.
Yeah, look, Darragh Foley brought a great fight, but great to have Jack Catterall back with a brilliant performance. And it just shows why he belongs to be at the top of that division. And it's a shame he's been out for so long, but it's the kind of fight he needed as well with someone like Darragh Foley, who kept coming forward, the whole way throughout those 10 rounds. He didn't give up at any point. He wanted to win the fight throughout. So that's the kind of fight he needed, and it was good because now the key is keeping momentum and stepping on the gas from here. Jack's had a stop-start career the last 2 or 3 years, which has been a shame, but now's the time where we can really press on, and there's some big fights to be made in the 140-pound division.
I was sat next to some media, and they were shocked at how many tickets Jack Catterall sold, because there was a big crowd for him. So it kind of begs the question: why was he allowed to be released from Boxer? Because he sells a lot of tickets. Unbelievable fighter.
I don't think it was a case he was allowed to be released. He didn't have a contract with them. That they obviously they messed up the situation around the Josh Taylor fight. Jack Catterall, it was great to get a deal done with him. That's why we were so excited by the opportunity to work with Jack Catterall, because we know what a talent he is, and he's a real drawer as well. So we were happy when that opportunity arose. So it's not a case of him being able to get out. He didn't have a deal.
And Chris Billam-Smith, and we spoke about it the other day, you guys let him go his separate way, and he's gone and done something unbelievable with Boxer, and 3 sold-out venues, and tonight he's become a world champion. Surprised?
No, look, I think I said to you the other day, didn't I? I thought Chris Billam-Smith would get the win. There was something just that felt like it was going to go his way. It was he's done a tremendous job, and he's given his life to it as well. And you know, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Chris Billam-Smith's a great person, and he truly deserves it. So I'm very happy for him.
My understanding is OKOLIE obviously is in a contract with Boxer, and I'm assuming CBS was on like a fight by fight deal. Would you guys be interested in bringing him back? I'm assuming he's a free agent.
Look, for sure we've had many discussions with Chris Billam-Smith and his team ever since he made that first move to Boxer as well. You know, it hasn't just been. I think he had a one fight deal to begin with. Then there was another discussion from there. You know, look, I always believed Chris Billam-Smith would be, you know, could sell tickets there and do well. It was just a case at the time for our business what we needed in terms of it was led by broadcast viewership, and you know it didn't fit what we needed when we made the DAZN move to do a smaller show in Bournemouth. So you know we always believed he could do that and create that kind of night, and he's done a great job. So yeah, 100% we'd love to work with Chris Billam-Smith if he was a free agent for sure.
What do you think's next for OKOLIE? He was dropped 3 times and deducted points twice.
Look, I think his style is frustrating to watch. I didn't watch it all. Some of the clips I saw, there was a lot of holding. That was hence the point deductions. It's not a new thing. It's been around for a long time. I think, you know, I saw some interview or some comments on social media saying that he wants to go for the rematch, and you know, I guess he has a rematch as it was a voluntary title fight, 5-10, yeah, voluntary title fight. So I guess that will be what he does next, you know. But let's see.
Frank Smith, appreciate your time. Thank you very much.